It's important that people deal with someone to make sure to prove and provide that guaranteed lifetime income.
Welcome to the Retirement Architect, David Reyes. Our program is designed to not only provide insight, but to educate and to give you the tools you need to help you design and build a rock-solid retirement.
Did you all know that 1 in 5 investors know which funds they own? And that's pretty unbelievable. This is David Reyes, your retirement architect, every weekend here with you. Thanks for listening. If you want to reach out to me personally, you can call us at 1-800-611-1967. Again, that's 1-800-611-1967, or go to our website, reyesplan.com. That's REYES plan.com. So, again, only 1 in 5 investors can actually name their funds. And that's actually a high number. I think it's closer to like 90% have not only do not know the funds they own, but they have no idea about their portfolio risk, and really the composition. And it's kind of scary. When I do initial meetings, initial consultations, where I'm getting to know you as a client, as a prospective client, I really focus, the first thing I always talk about is your portfolio. I'll spend a lot of time. Sometimes it can be 45 minutes, half an hour, it could be an hour. It depends upon the time it takes to teach you what you have, because for some of you it can be much more difficult that are not really involved in the finances directly. But either way, I would say 1 in 10 maybe have a good idea about their portfolio. So it's very low, and that's concerning to me, because how are you going to make good financial decisions if you have no idea what's in your portfolio? It sounds kind of crazy, doesn't it? But it's just the way it is. So that's a big part of what we do, is breaking down your portfolio. We do a whole stress test, we call it, and we take every one of your securities, and we'll break them down into how much you own stocks, how much you own in bonds, what the risk of your portfolio is if we have another financial crisis, which we will again. I'm an optimistic guy, so I'm not a doom and gloomer. But unfortunately, we've had 2 in the last 18 years. We've had a 10-year bull market. We're definitely overdue time-wise. It doesn't mean it's going to happen tomorrow. This market could last another 1 or 2 years or longer. I mean, I don't know, but it is now officially the longest bull market ever. So you really need to know what you own. So I'm going to share a story with you with a brand new client. And I went through all the things that I'm talking to you about first. We analyzed her portfolio. And her name is Susan. And we went through her whole portfolio and broke down how much she owned in stocks and bonds. And one of the unfortunate things about you as an investor is that's the only 2 asset classes you think that are available to invest in. And that's just not the case. So not only is there other things to invest besides stocks and bonds, but there's other things to invest in that actually can reduce the risk of your portfolio that have nothing to do with the stock or bond market, which is a true diversifier. Because we don't want all of our investments to rise up and down with the stock or bond market, because then we're really just relying on the whim. If the market's giving us money, then we'll make money. If the market's not, we're losing money. We'll talk more about that as we go along. But I want to focus on Susan and her portfolio. So we spent, I would say, 30, 45 minutes getting her up to speed. And she was pretty quick about understanding. So when I educate somebody, I have to feel comfortable that you understand, or I can't take you on as a client. If I don't feel you understand the basic concepts of what you own and also what we're proposing, I can't work with you because I'm responsible. Now, that doesn't happen very often because I'm patient, and I'll sit down with you and educate you, not only what you have, but what we're proposing. And so Susan had her portfolio. Again, it's 50% stocks, 50% bonds. And she's really concerned about the stock market. She has about $1 million, and it's all she's ever going to have. She's saved her pennies, and she's ready to retire. And she really needs income right now. So I looked through her portfolio, and she was complaining because she hadn't made any money literally over the last year plus. And she was really upset with her advisor because she said, look, I haven't made any money, so I wanted to figure out why. Here's the problem. Bonds have been a difficult asset class for 2 years now. Rates have been rising really since 2016, July of 2016. So if you own bonds in your portfolio, you've actually lost money. And unfortunately, most advisors only invest in your money in stocks or bonds or bonds. So why would you want to have an asset class that's been losing money? The Federal Reserve is raising interest rates, and as rates rise, the value of your bond portfolio is going to go down.